shit. Hey, thug, let's drop GM shit again, nigga.
Buy me 100 choppers. Buy me 100 choppers. Try with 100 choppers. I better not get caught now. Buy me 100 choppers. Buy me 100 choppers. Lady, this helicopter. Bought me 100 choppers that came with 200 clips. I better not get caught now. Call my name ain't Phil. I be on the corner. That means I can't slip. I'm skinny and jeans, boy. You tucking that on hill. Oh, it's in your Louis bag. Wrong zip, you say I be tripping. Call it the biggest trip. I'ma tighten up this rap game. Call it the vice grip. My t-shirt said fuck the coppers. They work so damn hip hoppers. I need me a helicopter to go with these 100 choppers. Know that we causing problems, but you not a problem solver. Still drinking road, boy. They bought me 100 bottles. Know how to get a nigga. Buy me 100 models. The swing of the swag. Reapers get to the dollar. Rappers be acting righteous. This ass look hot. Vipers. Criminal minded sniper with drones on assault rifle. Oh, 100 choppers. Buy me 100 choppers. Try with 100 choppers. I better not get caught now. Buy me 100 choppers. Buy me 100 choppers. Lady, this helicopter. My t-shirts and
All my looters is shooters. All my shooters is hoodlums. If you jump in that water, you gon' be straight barracuda. We blowing through to get to it. Gonna be so down when we do it. And the streets gon' be with it. Little niggas know what you doing. Oh, pursue me, they do me. Like I'm straight out of movie. 12 goals in my mouth, but turn your girl to a groupie. What you beefing or playing? I see you leaving, I'm staying. I'm the man on the west side. Choppers hit on demand. 7 grams in a Swisher, and I'm full of that liquor. I'm beating on my chest like who wanna fuck with gorilla. Birmingham, Alabama, coming straight from the slammer. When it comes to the swag, it's too much for bitches to handle. CDs, bloods, and cribs, real niggas gon' plead the bill. T-shirts say fuck the copper. Chop with Chiquita, Clip, West Side.
100 choppers. Buy me 100 choppers. Try with 100 choppers. I better not get caught now. Buy me 100 choppers. Buy me 100 choppers. Lady, this helicopter. My t-shirt just fuck the ball. Buy me 100 choppers. Buy me 100 choppers. Try with 100 choppers. I better not get caught now. Buy me 100 choppers. Buy me 100 choppers. Lady, this helicopter. My t-shirt said fuck the cobble.
Coronal mass ejections, along with solar flares and other origins, can disrupt radio transmissions and cause damage to satellites and electrical transmission lines facilities, resulting in potentially massive and long-lasting power outages. The CME, coronal mass ejection. Though the lady was talking about on that motherfucking video. Well, super stupid. All this electromagnetic field protecting us from intergalactic shit. Man, y'all niggas is too far gone. Too far gone. Off into this Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, Buck Rogers. Y'all too far gone, man. Now they gonna try to goddamn the magnetic pole's gonna flip and change places, and they do it every 10,000 years and all this old bullshit. The solar storm of 2012 was an unusual, large, and strong coronal mass ejection, CME, event that occurred on July the 23rd that year. It missed the Earth with a margin of approximately 9 days. As the equator of the sun, as the equator of the sun equator, rotates around its own axis with a period of about 25 days. The sun is a disk. They want the sun to be a sphere. They want the moon to be a sphere. But we've been looking at the same side of the fucking moon forever. When we gonna see the backside of that motherfucker? It's a light source. It's a disk. It's not a sphere. It's not a sphere. Oh my man, y'all gotta tighten up, man. I'm trying to tell my people, man. Y'all don't want to hear me. So now these motherfuckers are saying the sun is also a sphere. I be goddamn. It's a round disk in the sky. I be goddamn. Guess what else they say, y'all? Guess what else they say? The sun has two magnetic poles that do the reversal like they claiming the North and South Pole is going to do. What kind of technology they got that they got them off into the sun? They can see two magnetic poles inside the sun doing flips. But they say it's too bright for you. The magnetic field surrounding the Earth is weakening, and scientists say it could be gone in as little as 500 years. The result, all this fear tactic shit to keep your mind fucked up and not concentrating on the bullshit motherfuckers who telling these goddamn lies. Literally flips upside down. Geological record shows the planet magnet field has reversed itself before about 800,000 years ago. Oh boy. Oh boy, boy, boy. When I say oh boy, I mean oh boy. Let me go find this video of this crazy ass lady, man. Let me go find this video of this crazy ass lady, man. Find this video of this crazy ass lady, man. Go find this video of this crazy. Let's just listen to it for a minute. Fair use. Copyright Act permits me to use this video in fair use.
So this is the importance of the magnetic field.
That's what it does. Yeah, it protects the atmosphere. It protects life on Earth from all this, from.
Listen to this later, man.
Magnetic North Pole has traveled over the years, and you can see that it's traveling much more quickly in more recent years as it goes.
There are some things that you just assume will always be the way they are. The North Pole, for one. Well, not only is that an incorrect assumption of the past, magnetic north is actually on the move right now, shifting away from Canada and towards Siberia. To find out why and what it means for this country, we're joined by science journalist Alana Mitchell. It's just part of the fascinating story told in her book, The Spinning
Magnet, the force that created the modern world and could destroy it. And Alana Mitchell joins us now. Boy, that's not a provocative title at all, is it? Holy cow. Yeah. The North Pole is moving towards Russia?
It is.
How come?
Well, the magnetic North Pole is moving toward Russia. There are a bunch of them.
There's actually four North.
There's actually four North Poles, a bunch of them. Actually, four North Poles. All that to goddamn get you tied up into this bullshit.
Force, right?
Well, they're forged in, if you're a geographer, that's how you see the world. Yes, there are four.
Should we bring this map up here and you can maybe take us through this?
Sure,
so let's
absolutely.
bring it up and we'll describe it for people listening on podcast. Okay, that's a look at the North Pole,
right.
And there's a whole bunch of different things happening there. So
right.
Take us through it if you would.
Okay, so what we're interested in is the red dots, and so that tells us where the magnetic North Pole has traveled over the years, and you can see that it's traveling much more quickly in more recent years as it goes.
This lady said, let me see if I get to it, because I don't want to listen.
Aperiodic, so you can't tell when it's going to happen. Unlike the sun's poles reverse about every 11 years.
When did it last shift?
The Earth's...
The sun pole shift every 11 years. 11 years. The sun poles shift. The sun is not a sphere neither. The sun is not a sphere neither. We be looking at the same side of the sun, I don't know how long. These people are killing you thinking you're going around some shit. You see one side and the only side. You never see the back side of the sun, and you never see the back side of the moon. Because when you look through your motherfucking telescopes, you don't see the same side. Every time. You never see the back side of the moon. But these people right here can tell you that it's a sphere. Man, y'all need to tighten up, bro.
Poles last shifted 780,000 years ago.
Silly question, but how do you...
Look here, 780,000 years ago. This one. But look, let me let's skip through all this shit. Let's get to this back pole. This motherfucker say this right here. Let's listen to this motherfucker.
They don't have bordering. They don't border the Arctic, and yet they want to be on this council.
Right, like China.
How come?
Well, because there's potential money there, right? I mean, there's the Polar Silk Road, as they talk about it, that China is very interested in perhaps using maybe not the Northwest Passage, maybe the Northeast Passage across the top of Siberia.
I want to see this map. There's Canada. Oh, back to the old map, huh? Now we can see what Greenland at on this motherfucker, huh? This map you want to use, baby? You see what that say? All of that shit is Russia. All of that shit belongs to the Soviet Union. All of that shit is Russia. You see all that? That's Russia, right? All of that shit over there is Russia. We need a screenshot of that, man. We need a screenshot so we can blow that motherfucker up and see what the rest of that shit say. So that's Greenland right there hugging. That's Greenland right there hugging the peninsula. And fear of the Panama, that the North Passage in the goddamn, boy, we gonna fuck them up. Now that's Canada and Alaska right there, right? Oh no, that's this is the North Pole. I was thinking about Antarctica. I was thinking about the South Pole. Okay, I was thinking about the South Pole. The peninsula of that motherfucker that reaches to South America. So that's Greenland hugging the peninsula, though. That's Greenland right there hugging the peninsula of that motherfucker. Yeah, I'm gonna be interested to blow this up and see what's up. That Canada and Alaska right there. North America up on the Canada. Yeah, good Canada. Okay. The Arctic Ocean. But let's hear what this lady got to say about all this bullshit.
That could could save them money in shipping.
In your view, is it more or less useful to have countries that actually don't border the Arctic being on this council?
I would say less.
Less view.
Well, it's a very this is a mythical place.
What?
The Arctic is a place of our imagination.
What? This is a mythical place? This is a mythical shit? Imagination?
As well as being a geographical, hard, physical place. It is a place of the human imagination.
Bitch! Shut up, Fed.
It always has been. And I'm not speaking for the people whose homeland this is, because for them it's home. But for the people who don't live there, it has been a creation of the human imagination for centuries and centuries and centuries. And so that's what the Arctic Council is too. It's a place where humans can dream about what could be, and it's valuable for the people who are directly involved to be able to have those dreams and to be able to express them there.
In our last half minute here, is it possible to actually respect the wishes of Indigenous people to kind of leave the land pristine and not exploit whatever's there, and be good stewards?
Don't even want to hear her answer, right? Y'all can go look at that goddamn video for yourself. It's mythical. It's imagination. Bitch, we trying to talk about what's real, bitch. I want to see that goddamn screenshot I just, hold up. Which one I just, hold up. There was something else on the Panama Canal was built to reduce the distance of ship harbor. Yeah, it's all about goddamn not paying all that goddamn money. They goddamn already in fear of the Panama Canal being attacked. They're gonna attack South America. That Panama Canal, they're gonna attack. What the fuck? Who gonna attack it, motherfucker? I heard them talking some shit. Let me goddamn go and get this screenshot right here. I want to look at this shit. There's Greenland and Denmark. Denmark and Greenland, they got claims at stake. Why come all these people up here got claims at stake into the South Pole also? There's Finland. I can't see what that is. There's Norway. All these same people got stakes and claims on the South Pole on the bottom. I should have got a better shot, man. Let me see if I got it. If I ever shot this shot. Let me see if I shot this shot before, man. I was shooting some shots the other night. Well, I think those ones are south. I think those ones are south. Yeah, south. It's South Pole. Let's go back. But why do all those same Norway? See, look. Norway. You see what I'm saying? Norway way up here. Told you Greenland got a whole lot of shit to do with some shit, bro. Come on back over there. Trash back over there. Trash back up there. Trying to turn this sideways and make it get in. Still can't see shit. Oh, there we go. That don't want to do. That don't want to do. They go Iceland right there. That's Brown. That's Iceland right there. I'm trying to see what that say right there. It's Sweden. There's Sweden and Finland. Sweden, Finland, and Norway. Sweden, Finland, and Norway. But y'all see this entire landmass over here this is Russia. All of this is Russia. That's the 9 Strait that's going through there in the middle. The only thing that separates the North America from Russia, Asia, and all that, but all that shit, Russia, all that shit is Soviet Union. The Soviet Union had the stronghold when I was coming up, bro. The Soviet Union owned all that shit over there. But they tucked off and ducked off because they gained power. Once they gained power over the motherfucker, they tucked off. Just started saying Russia. Mo been up under the fucking around this ice. Greenland and Denmark, Greenland hugging that motherfucker. Look at that. Greenland hugging that motherfucker. Greenland all up, man, look at all them damn islands right there. And Canada. What that is right there. I need to get another shot of that where I can see that shit. I want to see what that is. But anyway, y'all. Anyway. This is the magnetic north, which give us a sense of direction in this world. And it's supposed to be perfectly aligned with the star Polaris. We've been talking this for I don't know how long, but I told you when Trump came in, it was time for them to restack their books, rewrite some more history, start some more lies for the future generations, and keep us brainwashed and following this bullshit, this intergalactic motherfucking bullshit that they talking about, bro. Y'all better learn how to respect the sun, man. That's all I can tell y'all. Respect creation. Now, these motherfuckers ain't never went out of no damn space. They can't tell you what the fuck going on by no poles flipping around in no damn sun every 11 years and shit. Out.
Hey, I heard that shit. Hey, dog, let's drop GM shit again.